Hey guys, Mark the Golf Addict. I'm back. It's been a long time since I made a video. I did one yesterday, I believe, or the day before, just showing you kind of where my swing has gone from 2 years ago to present day. The reason I did that is I have some pretty lofty goals and I want my game to be in tip-top shape. Why? Well, other than the sheer enjoyment of becoming a better golfer, I have plans to become a professional. And what the path I'm looking at is joining the PGA of America as a professional, and my ultimate endeavor and goal is to be a coach. The last 2 years of working on my game and learning different swing mechanics and how the body can become more efficient has just got me to a point where I know that this passion has got a lot of potential in it for me, and I want to make it a career. I'm 40 years old as of a couple weeks ago, and my plan is to transition into becoming a professional golfer. So, little story, back in 2020, we all remember that year and how horrible it was with COVID. I tried to qualify for the PGA through the playing ability test, the PGA PAT, and I just missed it. It was a weird year because I only played about 6 rounds of golf leading up to that tournament, and I just missed it by 4. And so I went back again in 2021, which was another strange year, of course, because we had a guy get ejected from the tournament on the very first tee, and then we got rained and stormed out, so we weren't able to finish it. Which I was on pace to finish it with 9 holes to go, but we didn't quite make it through the day. So fast forward to just a couple weeks ago when I passed the PGA PAT. It was actually on August 12th of 2022 now. I went out and feeling confident as ever, went out and played it. It's a 36-hole event. Takes place over one single day. And the way that the PGA PAT is set up is you take the course rating, multiply it by 2, and then add 15, and that becomes the target score you have to shoot. So in this particular PAT, the target score was 158. So you could have shot a pair of 79s, you could have shot an 80 and a 78. As long as your 2 rounds add up to 158, you have successfully passed. Obviously, the lower the better, but there's no bonus points for shooting under. So I went out there. I've been playing great leading up to the event, and the first 9 holes was quite an interesting round. And I'll put these up at some point in the video so that you can see the score strips that I have here. So the first round, went out, started the day with a nice par in the first hole with a nice sand save. I 3-putt bogeyed the second hole, had a nice par on the third. I bogeyed 4 and 5. I parred 6, which was annoying because it's a par 5. I hit a killer drive right down the middle, had 200 yards left in the green, and bladed a 5-iron into the pond, and luckily got up and down from 100 yards to save par. And then I went double bogey, bogey par to finish with a 42, which was actually, I tied my worst 9-hole round of the year. But there's still a lot of golf left to be played. I made the turn go to 10, and it's golf. Things happen, unfortunately. I wound up hitting it in the fairway bunker, put it into the heather, put it into the greenside bunker. I wind up with about a 1-foot putt left for double bogey. And like we all do when we're out there playing with our buddies, I went and I was one-handed, slapped at it, and missed the stupid putt. Wound up making triple bogey on 10. I'm now 9 over after the first 10 holes. And most people would be like, oh, you're done there at that point, because the target score being 158, that means I had 14 shots to par that I could have given up for the entire 36 holes. Well, luckily, I kind of pulled it together there, and on 11, I went par, bogey, par, bogey, par, and now I am 11 over with 3 to go. I've kind of pulled a little bit of something out of this round, and I wasn't done yet because 16, 17, and 18 is a par 5, a par 3, and another par 5. I went birdie, birdie, birdie to close the first 18 holes out with an 80. Not my best. Actually, it tied my worst 18-hole score of the year also. But the impressive part, or the lucky part, and thank God this happened, 18 is a treacherous par 5, and I will throw a clip up for you here momentarily of what that hole looks like and how I played it. But I snap hooked a drive, hit a tree. I thought it was going to go out of bounds or into the pond there. It actually hits a tree and bounces just short of the pond. Roll up there in the cart with my playing partner, and he sees the ball sitting there, and it was like a miracle had happened. I wound up hitting 7-iron, pitching wedge to 2 feet, make a phenomenal birdie, 3 straight birds in a row for an 80. It was miracle. But 80 put me right in the thick of things, and I knew I had the ability to still qualify and shoot under the target score. So after the first 18, we have the ability to have lunch. They feed you there. They take care of you. The lunch is nothing special, but it's enough to get you through the day. It's been about 40 minutes now after the round is completed, and I'm thinking I need to go hit balls, and luckily I did, because the first couple were not so pretty, being stiff and sore after the first 18. Go out for the next round of golf, and started out very solid. Par, 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 birdie. So we're 1 under after the first 4. Bogey 5, double bogey, number 6 again. Bogey, bogey, par for a 40. So not the best, but we're still in the hunt. Make the turn and go to the back 9 of the final round. And we start out par, birdie, birdie, bogey, birdie, par. So right there, I am 2 under par with 3 to go on the final round. Unfortunately, I bogey 16 and I bogey 17. And now I'm on the final hole, the 36th hole of the day. And I knew I was pretty close. I knew I had it if I parred or bogeyed it, but I didn't know how much space I had as a safety net. And I don't know if you guys recall, a long time ago, probably about 20 years ago, a certain player called Jean Vandervelde. Guy lost the British Open because all he had to do was double bogey the final hole, and he would have walked away a British Open champion. Instead, he triple bogeyed it and lost in a playoff. Told myself I was not going to do a Jean Vandervelde. So again, I'll put up another image of that hole and how I played it. What I decided to do was I decided I would hit a 6-iron off that tee, and all my playing partners looked at me kind of funny when I walked up the par 5 tee with a 6-iron, but the goal was to keep it short of the water. And luckily I hit the thing dead straight, because I hit it almost 20 yards further than what I normally would, right down the center of the fairway. Proceeded to hit 8-iron in the left rough, and then 8-iron onto the green to about 40 feet, made a nice little 2-putt par. Wound up shooting 36 even par on the final 9. For the 18 was a 76. So with an 80 and a 76, I shot 156. And 158 was the target score, so I beat it by 2. The PGA, they claim by their own stats that only approximately 20% of players pass this on their first try. It was my third, and it's not easy. I've played tournament golf and won tournaments before. It is a different animal, knowing you have to shoot a certain score versus just going out and playing to go as low as you can. Very different and very frustrating at the same time. But a huge step forward in changing careers. And I learned a lot from that round, and I've learned a lot over the last several years of studying the game and the swing. And I look forward to joining the PGA. There's a couple hoops I need to jump through still. There's some book work that needs to be done, and other administrative hoops that I have to jump through. But the hard part is done, and I am looking very much forward to joining the PGA and being a professional. And I want to share this all with you, the journey, because it's not easy. I just turned 40 recently, and I've got 2 kids and a full-time job, And sometimes finding the availability to go practice or play, it's a struggle. Along the way too, I want to show you guys how you too can work at that and improve your game to whatever level you aspire to. There's always a way to do it, and there's a way to do it cost effectively and time efficiently. And I really enjoy sharing that with you guys, and I hope you find some value in what I'm sharing with everyone. And you guys have a great day. I will see you later next time.